Hey, it's Dave White with Quad City Safety, here to talk about SCBAs, not to be mixed up with SCUBAs. A lot of people will call them SCUBAs. However, everything that we're using here, you can't use underwater. So minus the underwater, and we end up with SCBA, self-contained breathing apparatus. So let's start off with the case of why would somebody need an SCBA? Obviously firemen, but what we're more talking about right now is uses industrial applications or in industrial applications. So let's say we're going to do a confined space rescue where we're entering an area where we don't know what the atmosphere is. It could be what's called IDLH, which basically is a safety term for you're going to die if you enter that without your own environment. So the SCBA gives us the ability to actually own our atmosphere. So with the tank of oxygen and our mask, we're creating an atmosphere to where we're able to breathe. So if you're an industrial account that has stuff that may be highly explosive or flammable and you need to respond faster than 911, a lot of times you'll have a fire brigade. So while there is not an inordinate amount of uses for this, there are a lot of areas that industrial applications can use it. Hey, going quickly through the G1. So obviously we have, our face piece, and there's multiple styles that you have. And you can, even if you're somebody that does more than one fit test, there is an adapter off of this SCBA face piece to where we can have filter cartridges. Because again, this unit, as we're showing it right now, is an SCBA, so it's a self-contained unit. So what we can do quickly is, I'm just going to kind of go through, we're going to don, and I'm going to show how to quickly just attach the breathing apparatus. So it comes with a waist belt and basically a keeper, so when I don't have the mask on, I can take my regulator and park my regulator on my belt. Again, the tank styles. The one we have here is a carbon fiber. So again, as we work through which tank you're going to need, obviously carbon fiber is going to be the lightest. So there's other canisters and weights that or weight pressures that they can go under. So the higher the pressure, the more oxygen that we can put in there. So whether we want 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it basically gives us more air so that we can be in the space in that environment, because remember, we're creating an environment longer, and we're able to see just visually where we're at or what kind of pressure that we're at. Obviously, as when we put the mask on, visibility to this stuff becomes a little bit tougher. So what happens here is it's called a heads-up display. So as we look real into here, these little leads right here actually coincide with these guys right here. So if there's issues to where it goes into alarm or situations where I'm running out of air, I'm visually going to be able to see in the bottom of the mask where I might have issues. So those are other features and benefits. Maybe I'm running out of power, I could be running out of air or running low, so that I know that it's time to leave. So again, another one of the features that's built into this little guy that comes down here, where we're seeing a regulator, we're seeing basically what pressure we have available, and see how it's putting it out here, is there's what's called a pass device. So a pass device is basically, there's an accelerometer in here, so as this thing's moving, it thinks I'm up moving around. So if I go into kind of a man down situation to where I'm not moving, we're just going to let this thing rest, and eventually it will notice that I'm not moving, and once it notices that I'm not moving, it's going to alarm. Also on this display, This one has a detector where we can detect heat. So heat in different light sources. So the past device just went off again. But as we can see, kind of the heat. And, you know, if we come back here and find a person, or my hand, see that's my hand, we can see kind of the heat there versus something that's not there. Obviously, we're looking at a laptop, so the laptop is hot by the battery, but the screen is not. So again, other devices that are useful, these are more towards fire service, but options that are available. So if you think that you would find a benefit in taking a look at SCBAs for your workplace, please reach out so we can schedule a consultation where yourself, myself, and MSA goes through and make sure that we understand and do a needs analysis so that we can spec the right product at a cost that's cost efficient for you and get you into a situation that yields a safe outcome. So again, reach out to us at quadcitysafety.com.